This is the early morning of the 28th of October. Article on the Huff Post written by Lee Moran, published on the 28th. Ex-Obama photographer dogs Donald Trump with beloved image of now demolished East Wing. Pete Souza slammed the current president as a wannabe king. Trump teases about a third term. As the U.S. flirts with authoritarianism, he's got little Marco standing behind him. Trump's out of his fucking mind. Let's listen to this fucking moron.
AI is going to be everywhere and everything, and
he'll be dead soon. You know, he's just a bag of shit. Teasing a third term. He won't make it through the second term. Another stupid fucking ad. As the U.S. flirts with authorities, President Donald Trump is...
Well, I haven't really thought about it. We have some very good people, as you know, but I have the best poll numbers I've ever had.
Trump did say that he'd love to do it. No person should be elected to the office of president more than twice. That's the Constitution. What does he care? A couple of ads popped up.
Well, he's going to get a third term. So Trump 28, Trump is going to be president 28, and people just ought to get accommodated with that.
So what about the 22nd Amendment?
There's many different alternatives. At the appropriate time, we'll lay out what the plan is, but there's a plan, and President Trump will be the president in 28.
I have had more people say, please run again. I said, we have a long way to go before we even think.
Bag of shit.
I think I'm not allowed to run again. I'm not sure. Am I allowed to run again?
He's sick. Former Obama White House chief photographer Pete Souza
I'm Ellen Lee.
expresses dismay at President Donald Trump's decision to tear down the East Wing to make way for a $250 million ballroom. Well, it'll be over $300 when he's done. Guy's just a complete joke. I don't know why he doesn't just put up a McDonald's. I mean, what's he going to serve? He doesn't eat that food. And he's only going to invite his rich friends to it. I was shocked, says Souza, who captured multiple iconic images of former President Barack Obama in East Wing, including the beloved shot of him running with Dog Bo in an interview with CNN's Anderson Cooper. Here's that photograph. Souza acknowledged an argument for building a new ballroom, but condemned the way Trump has gone about it. The president initially denied any part of the White House would be physically affected by the project. Souza also suggested it didn't need to seat 999 people or be gilded in gold. Again, take 999, turn it upside down. What do you have? 666. You just don't tear down the building, Souza said. This is not his house. This house belongs to us. It's the people's house. And no man should not be able to just knock down a building for his vanity ballroom project. I just felt devastated that this is the way he went about doing it. Let's listen to this on X.
White House, the East Wing, and its history intimately. He took this iconic photo of President Obama running through the East Wing with his dog Bo down the same hallway where visitors enter the White House. Joining me now is former chief official White House photographer Pete Souza. Pete, it's good to see you. You've captured history through the halls of the White House through your camera lenses. What goes through your mind when you see the East Wing completely demolished.
I was shocked. I don't know how else to say it. I mean, you can make an argument about whether you build a new ballroom or not, but how you do it, you don't just tear down a building. This is not his house. This house belongs to us. It's the people's house. And one man should not be able to just knock down a building for his vanity ballroom project. So I felt good. I just felt devastated that this is the way he went about doing it.
What were some of your favorite memories you captured in the East Wing?
I think, for me, most of my time was spent in the West Wing with the president. I worked for both President Reagan and President Obama. And he would venture over there. Well, early on, he ventured over there to see all the different rooms. You see, this is the family theater with President Reagan and Mrs. Reagan. And that theater was where...
I don't know why this guy didn't clear his throat. He sounds like he's got gravel in his mouth.
Where we often went for film screenings, watching the Super Bowl, meeting with the Tuskegee Airmen that you see there.
I mean, that is such an incredible photo. That's like something out of like a 1940s movie, it looks like, It's amazing.
Well, I mean, and just given who, Barack Obama, first black president, and here's their screening of...
He wasn't the first black president. He was the first Muslim president. Let's get that straight. He's not African American. He's Indonesian.
Film on the Tuskegee Airmen in that family theater, and here he is with Michelle in her office in the first couple weeks. He ventured over to the East Wing to check it out. So, and also you showed that picture with the tree and the snow. I mean, Christmas time, the winter, when the East Wing is decorated with Christmas decorations, as people taking the public tour, going to the state floor, but they first walk through that East Wing. And the magic of Christmas is alive as they walk into the White House. And, now the White House tours are canceled indefinitely because there's no place for tourists to enter the White House anymore.
And what do you think of the argument that the president makes that the ballroom was needed and is long overdue, that this has been asked for a long time?
Yeah, I mean, I've actually argued with some of my former colleagues about that because, I've photographed many state dinners in the East Room, in the state dining room, a couple in the Rose Garden that were set up. And you've heard about setting up a tent on the South Lawn. They've done that a couple times. And this is the Rose Garden state dinner for Angela Merkel that you're looking at right now. And this is in the East Room state dinner. So I think some people will make an argument that there should be a ballroom, but I find it insane that we would build a 90,000 square foot ballroom when the White House itself is only 55,000 square feet.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't need a 999 seated ballroom. You could make an argument, I guess, for a smaller ballroom, maybe one that's not gilded in gold, but yeah.
Pete Souza, I appreciate your time tonight and your perspective and seeing all those remarkable images that you have taken over the years. Thank you.
Like I said, he should have just put up McDonald's, for Christ's sake. What's he going to feed? Who's he going to feed? He's going to feed his elitist friends. That's who he's going to feed. The guy's sick. He's completely fucking crazy. Souza, who frequently used his Obama-era photos to troll Trump during the president's first term, has resumed the practice since Trump's return to the Oval Office in January. In recent days, he shared several of the old White House photos while blasting the Ballroom project. Souza called the demolition of the East Wing a disgrace. In a throwback post featuring a photo of Obama and Beau, the White House was once the people's house. Now it belongs to wannabe king, he wrote. It's a symbol of what his administration is doing to the country, he added in another post, tearing it down. How do you argue with that? This guy's a complete fucking psychopath. Good news is he's on a short fuse. I think he's really sick, and I think he'll be gone soon. I'll attach the link. Look at it, pass it along, and thanks for listening.